Good afternoon, everybody. This is Bob Iacchino from Path Trading Partners, along with my co-founder, Mike Arnold. It is September 8th, and this is a Path Chat cryptocurrency educational update covering Bitcoin. There's a lot going on the fundamental side of things. Mike always talks about the technicals, the sort of price action analysis that we look at to get our high probability trades on. But there was a fairly large sell-off in Bitcoin today. One of the larger ones you'll see on the chart in front of you right now. And a lot of it has to do with China stepping up the curbs on virtual currency trading. So essentially, the Chinese regulators ordered a halt to all virtual currency trading platforms in the country. And they claim to be reining in risks of cryptocurrency trading and cryptocurrency investing. But we don't know. It doesn't matter what our opinion of that is. They're essentially trying to apply de facto regulation because there's no getting rid of cryptocurrencies at this point, especially not the majors. I mean, there's going to be strange things. We talked about them in our podcast this morning about like the rhino tusk erection pills on the blockchain, stupid stuff like that. But the real cryptocurrencies, the ones that have value, the ones that are currently have value like Bitcoin and Litecoin and Dash and Ethereum and Ripple and some of the other ones that are already existing, IOTA, that have actual value and are not related to some sort of goofy scam marketplace, have value, and China essentially has said we're halting all of them. So you see a sell-off in Bitcoin on your screen right now. Now Mike's going to kind of walk you through the price action and the technicals of what's going on in Bitcoin. But again, you can't ignore when the largest Bitcoin marketplace, accounting for nearly 90% of global trading, has decided to shut down that global trading. Now, there's going to be volume coming back. The people in mainland China and otherwise will find other ways to trade it, and the real cryptocurrencies have gained a popularity that's not going to be taken away by one government. But in the meantime, let's see what Mike's seeing on the charts so we can decide how to trade this. Mike, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Bob. So let's take a look at the technicals for Bitcoin US dollar based off this pretty substantial sell-off. So far we've made a lower high, a lower swing high. We have yet to make a lower swing low though. We're in a neutral stance. We're trading against the 4-hour rotation zone now, so any rallies into that can be used to lighten up core positions in order to put them back on lower. One of the critical levels, this is 75% GAN level from this most recent swing low to most recent swing high. If we do get a close below that, then we're watching for a move down to the 4,000, 39.97 area, which is the end of this clear path and lining up with the 87.5% GAN level. Then that would also put us below the trend line, which means we would target the defining point, which is interesting enough at the 3,900 level. And another longer term GAN level. So that's going to be some key support. And then we have the area below that with the 37.5% longer term GAN level and this defining point with the 50-day exponential right in between it. If we take a look where that is on the weekly chart, that lines up right now, that area, with the top of the rotation zone, the 8 EMA. So this is going to be critical area. If we do get below this, especially on a closing basis, we're then going to watch for some of these bigger pullback levels and go to a more bearish mode, meaning lighten up more and more of the core position in order to add it back on lower. This has moved very far, very fast, and you can see the cluster levels in here that the next major level, should we get below this 3,800 level, we'd be watching for about the 3,400, and then below that right down around the 3,000 level, which is the 62.5% retracement. Funny how these GAN levels and clusters are lining up nicely with the round numbers. So that's what we'll be watching for. Remember, the last pullback took 5 weeks to really complete and dip to the end of the rotation zone. So if that were to happen again, we would easily pull back to some of these bigger levels. So don't be surprised. Just looking at that 4-hour chart, here's what we're talking about. The rotation, we got the crosses this rotation zone again. So any rallies up, into this can be used to lighten up positions to then re-add them back lower on proper setups is what we'll be watching for. We're more at a neutral stance until we make another swing low. another low below this last major low, which was 39.10 on this exchange that we're tracking. So we're sort of in neutral mode, and then gonna watch, and we'll go to lightening up our position if we go into a bigger dive based off the news out of China. That's our quick update for tonight on Bitcoin. We'll have more updates coming this weekend, and we'll be monitoring the news closely. Turning it back over to you, Bob.
Thanks for that, Mike, and thank you guys for watching. Again, check out the Money Path podcast. We'll have a new one out probably tomorrow morning. We recorded it today. There's a cryptocurrency segment in that. You can find that on our website or by typing in the Money Path podcast into iTunes or Google Play. And do not forget to hit like and subscribe and check out our videos on price action and analysis of cryptocurrencies. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching.